Okay, start.
Does it like us? Is yours on?
Yeah. Is yours on? Yeah, okay, good.
Any matter?
הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה טוב הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה טוב הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה יאללה לה. הנה מה טוב הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. יאללה לה 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 יאללה לה לה לה. יאללה לה 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 לה. Last time. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
We are joined tonight with Max Zelikman. Welcome, Max. He's going to be playing some Freilich music tonight. We were originally going to have Adam Yellen from the Jewish Repertory Theater. Unfortunately, his schedule changed a little bit, but we'll bring him back. And instead, we're so blessed to have Max, so thank you for coming by. We don't have a roof for you, though.
What?
There's no roof. We don't need you to go on the roof.
Sure. I can make my picture here with on the roof. I have.
All right, let's take a nice deep breath of Shabbat air. Let's breathe in everything that we want to hold on to, everything that was precious about this beautiful week here in Western New York. A Bills win, all the wonderful things that happened over the course of this week. And we're going to breathe out everything that we can get rid of, all the hassle and bustle of everyday life. Feels good to come into Shabbat. How wonderful to see everyone. I can really see you. You notice a difference? We had people, these wonderful workers, working on the windows all week, and they finally got everything perfect. It's kind of complicated. They had to take the old ones down and put the new ones. It really makes a difference. You got to bring sunglasses now from now on. So we're going to bring up Bruce Chorus. Where is Bruce? There he is. Okay, he's hiding with his mom over there. And Bruce has a long perspective on this, being here when this part of the sanctuary was first built, right?
That's right. The old one as well. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Let there be light. Is that wonderful or what? I mean, the original dingy gray windows, weren't part of the original plan. Our original plan when we built the sanctuary was stained glass windows. And as often happens, we ran out of money. So we went with what we could get. And obviously for all those years, they were not the brightest windows ever. But those are going to be really nice. And Rabbi Alex has promised that he will not go ziplining past the windows at any point.
Only if you're going to join.
I'm not doing it with him. I've had my share. And we'll just keep an eye out for birds and what have you. And if they do need cleaning, we're going to form a committee, the window cleaners. Julia has offered to chair the committee for us, so she'll be in charge of that. At any rate, that's the last step. The carpeting came in, the chairs came in, the Bima furniture, now the windows. We're ready. We're ready to go forward with our brand new sanctuary in our 50-ish year old shell of a room. And it's going to be wonderful as we move forward. Just think how nice it's going to be on the high holidays when we're here during the day, when we're here Rosh Hashanah morning and Yom Kippur day, and we have the sunlight. Hopefully we'll have sunlight that day. And the sun comes in, and how bright the room will be, and how nice it will be for all of us. So enjoy the service. We have, see, she was complaining last week she didn't have a musical accompaniment, and now she does.
Okay.
But that's, and he's not on the roof, as the rabbi mentioned, but we'll take it.
If you want, I can go on the roof.
He's offered, hear that.
I'm ready.
We're all, fiddler on the bima is okay. I think we're fine with that, don't you agree? Fiddler on the bima is good enough. Anyway, enjoy the service, and I'll be back later with the announcements of lots of stuff coming up. Shabbat Shalom.
So turn to the person next to you, behind you, around you, especially if you don't know them, introduce yourself, and tell them one amazing thing that happened to you this week. Come on, something must have nice happened. Poor Linda, you're going to have to tell me. All right, let's come back together. I know it's so good to talk to each other. If you have something you want to share, let us know about a positive thing that you want to bring forward into the world today. All right, what do you have? What do you got for me? Anything special? Yeah.
We celebrated my mother-in-law's 89th birthday.
89th birthday. Wonderful. For Jay's mom. That's so sweet. Yeah, Rich. We have a visit of the twin grandchildren. What about in the back? Anything good? Yeah. It's so important. I also wanted to secretly get you guys talking because, you know, so often we sit in a room together and we don't get to know each other. And I've been in spaces like that, and it hurts me. I don't want our space to be like that. We should be able to, you know, talk to people beyond the people we already know. Because we always have people walk in that are new. Okay, we had a very special occasion for one of our members. He had not only his mother's 101st birthday, but he also has a new grandson born on the same week. Yeah, so, and one was in Florida and the other in Toronto, and at least his wife managed to make it to both. So we're going to bring John up here, John Brown, to light our candles. Oh, we didn't give you any matches.
Thank you.
So you had 2 wonderful simchas this week, and we're going to. I love it. It's two blessings. So page 120 in your prayer book. And we lift our Kiddush cup there, page 123, as we sanctify the day of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei b'riah ha'ofen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava u'ratzon hinhilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehillah lemikvahei kodesh, zeker liyah mitzrayim, kivanu v'aparta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodesh v'ahava u'ratzon hinkatanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat.
L'chaim! To many, many more happy occasions. Thank you, John, for gracing us with that. Wonderful. Shabbat Shalom. We are now ready to welcome in our Shabbat Queen, page 138. We're going to sing the 1st and the 9th verses of Lecha Dodi, and on the 9th verse we face the doorway, we bow as Shabbat comes into our room, and we welcome each other by waving at one another.
We have a special intro.
1, 2, start.
All right, everyone together. Here we go. Here we go. Start us
Very
again.
beginning.
We gave you
welcome one another. All right, you may be seated. We are going to have a chance. Max actually he's traveling between synagogues on different roofs. He's going to be traveling, I think, down the block to, where are you going next?
Today, to Lapkovsky.
To Lakowski Synagogue, Rabbi Lakowski. But he has a new name. It's not the Discovery.
No, it's Rabbi Lapkovsky.
Center of Jewish Learning. So
Yes.
we're going to get a little
Learning
piece of him.
center.
And then he's
Learning
going to
center.
be on the road. You can imagine him
Yeah.
hopping down Sheridan Drive somehow.
Okay.
So let's listen to a little free.
Yeah. So, what we talking about? About Jewish music?
Yes,
Or-
we're going to talk about Jewish music.
What is Jewish music?
Jewish music. Fiddler on the Roof, is that Jewish music? Is it
Yes.
klezmer music?
Do you know? Yes. So, Jewish music. When we talk sometime about what is it Jewish music, I ask. We talk about Jewish composer. It's Saint-Saëns, Meyerbeer, Offenbach, Dunayevsky, Irving Berlin, George Gershwin, professionals, but they are great Jewish guys and they write music. But we say, oh, we don't think what they are Jewish. We thought about how great they are American, Russian, French composers. It's one point. What is a Jewish music? In one hand. In other hand, my father was officer in military. He came from Shtetl, Shchedrin. I was born in Bobruisk. And all the time we travel from base to base. But my father all the time told me, every idol have to play on fiddle. It's the reason why I have this instrument in my hand. I thought about different career, but I like this. First and second, violin is very, very Jewish instrument. Why? Who can tell me? Why?
Maybe does it daven? Does it pray?
Do you know? If you have pogrom, if you have fire, if something happen in your house and you have to grab one piece, what you grab? If you play violin, you grab violin. Why? Because after that, I'm exactly model. When I have my violin, I was in different places. I play in Italy, I play in Austria. And when I came to America and I start to play violin, I immediately start to have many friends. People invite me to play in different places. So, I had roof, I had food, I have friends, and the violin helped me to find my life in this country. Violin. Okay, so, but my first came from my dad. And his favorite songs, maybe you can sing this. what's happened with Rabbi Elimelech is Georum very Freilich. What he did? Do you remember? First, when he was very Freilich, so happy, he called his friends, relatives, and called violinists. Okay? What does mean?
That's how they clap.
Ah, okay. Okay. Now, a little bit I will move a little bit in left side of my program because this come time for very great season of holidays. Yeah, in couple of weeks we have Rosh Hashanah, we have Yom Kippur, we have Sukkot, we have... And, okay, I will play non-stop some music. If you can catch holiday and sing, it will be great. Okay?
So do we have to identify the holiday? Is that?
Maybe. No, if you know Jewish holidays, it will be great. Okay, first, probably you don't know, but I love this tune. Hi. My first, no. Could I continue?
Yeah, keep, I didn't
Okay,
know.
thank you.
I didn't want to be late for your next.
No. Okay. At what time?
7:26.
Okay. So my first Jewish tune, what I play on violin when I was kid, and once I was in concert, play military band, Russian military band, and they play some very beautiful music. And I came to these guys after concert and I, listen, what music did you play? What's this? And they say, it's Moldova, a dance, shepherd dance from Moldova. Okay. I came home and start to play. My mom came from kitchen and say, how you know this music? I said, do you know what is it? I say, yes, it's shepherd dance from Moldova. It's Jewish Freilach. So my first Freilach, what I play in my life, it was Freilach, maybe from Moldova. Now, we have very, very different kind of Jewish music. Ashkenazi, we have Sephardic, we have... But, could I ask you, can you do this? Listen. Non-stop. Okay. I like how you clap. Could we clap one more tune?
Yes.
Look. One. One. On one you don't clap. Two. One. 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 Two. One. Two. Three. And, you know, true, one more tune. Okay, this tune, first tune what I study in America. What do you think? What tune? Poor guy.
Yankee Doodle Dandy?
I play this tune. Yeah, but very first tune. Poor guy came to America. What think about? But my favorite tune, Jewish tune, what I found in America, yes, and really I like this very much. It tune has name Kolomiyka. Kolomia. It's area in Ukraine. Once I went to this area, it was before Second War. It was many Jewish people in this area. But when I was in 70s, I didn't find Jewish people in this area. Okay. Okay, and one, I'm sorry.
One more.
One, no. One, excuse me.
Max, I don't want you to be late.
No.
We love, like,
No, next week, on Sunday, 29 September, in Jewish Discovery Center on Maple, We have Pro Rosh Hashanah and BD, music recital, my ensemble, my students, my friends. We will play pre-Purim and birthday's tune, who has birthday on September. Doesn't matter you have birthday on September or not, you can come. Okay? So, 29 at 12 o'clock. Okay, and maybe we will find I prepare much more program. I didn't expect what you have, your speech. So maybe we will continue another time. Yes?
Yeah, we'd love to have you. Max has been playing Freilich for our congregation since we started at Shir Shalom, often on our Simchat Torah, and no one brings more passion. He's taught countless students here in this area.
Exactly, Simchat Torah last year I played here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
So we wish him luck. If you see him bounding down the roofs, you can watch through the windows there. You can feel it. I can feel the mood change in here. It's wonderful to have that. I'd been reading poems from this wonderful book called Shiva, Poems of October 7th, edited by Rachel Korzin, Michael Bonin, and Heather Silverman. And it has some beautiful poems. This one is called, by Tal Shavit, it's called A Good Day. I want to manage all the emergency situation rooms, to mobilize all the supply chains. I want to take care of all the children, of all the single mothers and those who have gone. I want to turn myself into bulletproof vests for all the fighters, become iron domes over the head of all the girls, each and every one to sustain all the families, the evacuated, the broken, the crushed, return those who were taken, bring back all that is gone. I want to collect all the donations and take them where they belong, to pass along all the messages, to make all the sandwiches, to oversee all the efforts. But on a good day, I manage sometimes to breathe, sometimes to drink, sometimes to call loved ones. On a good day, I manage sometimes to cry. We rise for our call of community, page 146, the Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
We remain standing for the Shema, page 152, 53.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Elon Malchuto Le'olam.
You may be seated. We continue with the words of Deuteronomy, the V'ahavta, page 154.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל ביותיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך ופתחתם המזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Page 157, let's read responsibly at the bottom. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. From bondage in Egypt we were delivered at Sinai. We bound ourselves to your way. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one in peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. We turn to our silent Amid, our standing prayer, page 164. I invite you to rise, 164 to page 180. Take this opportunity for your own private prayers, and whenever you're ready, you may be seated. We continue with our prayer of peace. We need it more than ever, page 180 at the bottom. And as Cantor leads us, just take a look at the windows now. Sorry, look how much the world has changed up there.
Oseh shalom imrama, uyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al Yisrael, v'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom aleinu, v'al
Yaseh Shalom.
Shalom Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom. Yaseh Shalom. Shalom Aleinu v'Yakol Yisrael.
One of the things I love about it says Shalom is it kind of has a rhythm to it. And anytime Cantor teaches it to the Bar Mitzvah students, they have to count. 1, 2, how many times? You'll watch them.
How many, they asked me, how many Ya'aseh Shaloms? So,
They
and it's
have
like, well, where do you start counting? And is it when it's part of a phrase or when it's on its own? So then what I started doing is I started just writing out a libretto, like, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, V'Yakol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Then Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh. So it's actually like written out in stanzas, so they just have to follow along.
If you ever watch our Bar Mitzvah, they'll be using their fingers like that. We're going to turn to our prayers of healing, and just going around the room right now, there's a lot of people here that are weighed down by people they're thinking about, people in this room and outside this room. So I'm going to read our list of names. If you ever need to or you want someone listed, just call our office. Nancy or anyone in the office, but Nancy can put them on our list. But we are thinking about Neil Agnita, Reverend Jim Callan, Ethan Carvalho, Gloria Fine, Sue Frank, Barbara Frieda, Carol Gettings, Denise and Jared Gilden, Dick Gordon, Carolyn and Ernie Grosser, Maya Ruth Corin Matlock, Miles Levy, Gail Lewis, Jake Lipshin, Anthony Lagalbo, Shelby Madsen, Michael Malik, Terry Miller, Gail Nosenchuk, Judy Osowitz, Angela Robillard, Sharon Rosenthal, Cheryl Rossi, Cindy Rotella, David Rovner, Brandon Ryan, Rana Schultz, Deb Serino, Wyatt, Alexander Simpson, Gary Spiceman, Robin Weinstein, Mike Wheeler, Gail Zaretsky, Jillian Zabala, Carla Bat Chana, Ruvain Ben Moshe, Yosef Ben Zissel, Chinda Sara Bat Rachel, and Hanan Ezra Ben Shul. We're going to go around and just raise your hands if you have others. The prayer is on 371.
Anita Klinger, Shul Klinger, and Lisa Klinger-Cantor.
We bring all those names into our hearts, and we'll sing on, again, page 371.
May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. B'Shebera imotenu, Mekor HaBracha, Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal
complete healing of body and soul. May all of our prayers go out to where they are needed. So I'm going to give a very brief Devar Torah, a Devort, we say it, a short one on standing on one foot. And it has to do with 3 Hebrew words from this week's Torah portion that determine whether you are optimistic or pessimistic. Okay? And these 3 words, which we don't know how to translate, are translated in completely opposite directions. So if the Jews are feeling good about their state in the world, they say this. If they think everyone's out to get them, they say this. And honestly, it's translated this way here. One way here in the Hertz commentary and most Pentateuchs, but it's also, if you open the pages of Haggadah, it's translated a completely different way. So there's 3 Hebrew words, and you have to figure out what's in your heart, how you want to translate them. So the words are Arami, say it with me, Arami, Oved, Avi. Okay, so there's 2 different possible understandings because we actually have no idea. The first word in it, Arami, you probably know, an Aramean. Okay, that was one of the groups of people that lived among our ancestors. Okay, we know that. And you know Avi. Avi is my father. Okay, so we know it has to do with the Arameans and my father. And here are the 2 completely different ways to translate it. Here in the Hertz commentator, it says, as I would normally translate, my father was a wandering Aramean. And this makes the point that our ancestors came from elsewhere. We actually have roots beyond Judaism, beyond Israelites, and we were wandering as an Aramean. We were the stranger wandering. But there's another way. In the Passover Haggadah, anyone know how the Passover Haggadah translates this? An Aramean was trying to kill my father. One hand you say, an Aramean, my father was a wandering Aramean. I am a stranger, just like all the other strangers in the world. On the other hand, all the strangers are out to get me, and they're going to kill my father. 2 different ways. We have no idea. So you have to decide what's in your heart, how you're going to translate it, because we actually don't know what it is. I love that. Just 3 simple words that can go in any different direction. Right? You knew that, Harvey, right? Yeah. Okay. And that's also a great little devar if you ever want to take it anywhere on your Passover tables. It works very well. We are going to turn to Aleinu. It's not enough for us to just pray. We need to go out and do good works. And I need Naomi all the way in the back of the sanctuary from Amherst, New York. Right by the VA, right? Okay. So we're going to rise again, page 586 for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם הגינו כהם, וגוב עלינו ככל עמונם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא לאדוני
be seated. On that day, everyone will be at one with God and with the world, and there will be peace. We turn to our mourner's Kaddish. Sadly, we lost a wonderful member, Sally Noznitsky. She was very active. Years ago, she had health problems over the last 10 years. Sometimes she's a little woman. She was about 4'7", and her niece was telling me on the phone today that they used to come over to their house, visit her aunt, because they wanted to see about how tall they wanted to make sure they were taller than her. Yeah, so the funeral will be on Sunday at 11:30 at Amherst Memorial, Shiva at her daughter Rosa's house in Kenmore, and the details will be going out by email. We are also thinking about Hussein Dainat, Hillary Kerman, Kevin Schuchard, and Muriel Siegel, all who died in the last month. On our yard site list from years past, we are remembering Joe Berger, Leo Berwick, Sarah C. Carr, Yetta Churgel, Isabel Cohan, Manya Dudek, Isidore Feld, Shane Ferguson, Shlomo Finkel, Ida Friedman, Benjamin Golden, Alfred Hirsch, Morris L. Horwitz, Phyllis Jazak, Stephen B. Katz, Elizabeth Kessler, Jack S. Knopp, Fred Krieger, Fruma Lerman, Norman Levine, Paul Lieberman, Joseph F. Lindenfeld, Jeffrey Lyons, Frank Markowitz, Lionel Nosenchuk, Sarah Yeloff, Olbert, Bernard Pollack, James Z. Pugash, Ida Reback, Milton Reingold, Pauline Rosikoff, Deborah Schiller, Nathan Schneider, Mervyn J. Schwartz, Tilly Seitz, Isidore Simon, Harry Smith, Cecilia Spiegelman, Benjamin Starsky, Leah Sugar, Jeffrey Tenzer, and Sophia Weinstein. If there's other names, just raise your hand.
James Fishman and Rabbi Arnold Scher, who was assistant rabbi of Temple Besaim in the 60s.
Yeah, one of the assistant rabbis, Arnold Scher from Besain, and Jane Fishman, who had moved to Israel. I met her husband there a couple times, Stuart. There will be a funeral here coming up soon. Tuesday at Besedek, or 11 o'clock at Amherst Memorial, and she was very beloved before she left. Yeah. Marilyn Miller. Yeah. All those whose custom it is to rise, page 598, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirteh, v'yamlik malchuteh, v'chayechon v'yamachon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalav yizman kariv yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam omei omaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudusha b'rechu. Le'elam in kol berchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, damiran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlam Rabbah min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'yimru amen. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yakol Yishvei tevel v'yimru amen. May the one who creates harmony and high bring peace to us, to all Israel, and to all the world. And we say, amen. May their memories be for a blessing. Zikronam livracha. You may be seated. And we have Bruce to give our announcements.
Shabbat Shalom again. I was concerned the announcements were a little brief, so I asked Max to add some stuff to them. He gives me a run for my money when it comes to talking. That's great. We need more people like Max. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed our service this evening. Thank you to the rabbi and the cantor, and of course Max for taking us through an entire year of Jewish holidays in a matter of minutes. That was wonderful. And the violin is a very Jewish instrument. It really is. Everything you play on it sounds Jewish. Pardon me?
It whines.
It whines. There you go. It makes you feel guilty. That's why it's a Jewish instrument. Anyway, and obviously we hope you've enjoyed our very first service with the new windows. Now, of course, you can't see anything out there. That's what it's going to be like all winter. We're going to get here, we're going to look out the window, and nothing.
Stars, we'll look for the stars.
We'll still look for, hopefully we'll have starry nights. Maybe a full moon out there. That'll be nice. By the way, those of you that sit on this side, you need to be careful, because those of us that sit on that side, the way the glass is angled, we look up when it's dark out and we see a reflection of you guys. So Julia, behave. Oh, you see us too? Okay, then we'll all have to behave. We want to say a very special thank you to Mitch and Vicki Rubin for their very generous donation to help us renovate the sanctuary. I'm looking forward to seeing them on the high holidays and so being able to thank them in person. But it really was a truly generous thing that they did. And of course, thank you to Todd Sugarman for being our general contractor. And he was here, he's been in the building every single day, all day, every day. Just ask Joanne. Anyway, we want to thank Todd for that. Mazel tov to Arthur, is it Kabakov? Kabakov, who will have his bar mitzvah tomorrow morning. Thank you to our service greeters. We had a plethora of them. We had Karen and Howard Weissman, and then they were joined by Sherry, Joe, and Lil. So we had an all-star team of greeters this evening. There is no Torah study this week. The Shabbat morning service and the bar mitzvah of Arthur Kabakov is at 10:30 a.m. The community religious school is meeting off-site this week. They'll be at the Temple Beth Zion Delaware building. That's on Sunday. The women of Shir Shalom will be here this Sunday to pack up the Rosh Hashanah bags that they will be distributing. That's at 10:30 Sunday morning in the temple kitchen. I saw Jackie here. To contact Jackie Gorchowski if you would like to volunteer. And remember, if you haven't sent in your Women of Shir Shalom dues yet, please do so. Those letters did go out. The men's group has something this Sunday morning as well. In a joint program with the Shir Shalom Tikkun Olam team, we'll be presenting Barbara Gunderson of the League of Women Voters. She will be talking about the upcoming election. Oh, are we having an election? I hadn't heard. She'll be talking about that, what the League does, and what they do and what you can do to increase voter participation. That's this Sunday. It's at 9 a.m. And of course, the world-famous men's group Bagel and Lox breakfast will be served. Be sure to be here for that because she begins talking at 9:30. So you're going to want to be able to get here ahead of time so you can have your Bagel and Lox out in the lobby before we come in here because, of course, we're not bringing any food into the new sanctuary. Tikkun Olam team will be collecting for Friends of the Night People this entire month. They're looking for personal hygiene products, toothpaste, toothbrushes, shavers, soap, shampoo, deodorant, tampons, pads, all sizes of men's and women underwear, and socks are also needed. The underwear can be new, that would be great, but if it's used, just make sure it's clean, please, and in good condition. And we'll be dropping off stuff at the bin as you enter the building through the end of the month. And then, of course, once we hit October, we will be doing our high holiday food drive. And that will take us through to the Thanksgiving food baskets drive. So for the next couple months after we get through this month, we will be doing a lot, as we always do, to help feed the hungry in Western New York. Our high holiday food drive raises quite a bit of food every year. And then every year, the Thanksgiving baskets that we do with North Presbyterian, that's 35 plus years now that we've been doing that, I think. Anyway, but please give and help those less fortunate. There is no better mitzvah than helping to feed the hungry. High holiday tickets were mailed out on Tuesday. So if you have any questions, if you're a member in good standing and don't get your ticket, you call Joanne. Call Joanne immediately. Don't wait. Just say, Joanne, I haven't gotten my tickets yet. If you're not a member in good standing, don't call Joanne. But you can pay your dues and become a member in good standing, and then we'll send you your tickets. We will also, by the way, be doing, in addition to the ones that everyone thinks of, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we are also going to be doing the joint slichot program. That is on Saturday, September 28th at 8 o'clock p.m. Please RSVP for that. And then we're going to be doing a break fast again this year. And that will be on Saturday, October 12th at the end of Yom Kippur, and that will be at 7 o'clock p.m. So please RSVP to Joanne for that as well. It's nice now that, you know, we've been through COVID and we can get back together and eat again together, which is really nice. Speaking of eating, thank you to everyone that either volunteered or supported Shabbat this past week. It was a very big success. It will be coming back. We will be doing it once a month as we move forward through the end of the year. The next one is Tuesday, October 15th. Then there'll be one in November. Then there'll be one in December. Then we'll take a break for a couple months and come back in the spring. The weekly walk for the hostages is on Sundays. That is in honor of Bring Them Home Now. That you meet at the tennis courts near the bike path on North Forest Road at 10 o'clock a.m. We want to thank everyone who attended our Buffalo Corner reading series last night, whether that was in person or via Zoom. And a special thank you to Ganella Kester for leading the group and bringing that back again for another year. Speaking of reading and writing, the Write On Workshop, that's W-R-I-T-E. What? I know, that's what I was about to say. You're jumping in on it. The Write On Workshop, originally scheduled for this coming Thursday, September 26th, has been postponed. So look for updates by email. Next Friday, we will be having a special earlier service at 5:30, PJ Pal's Shabbat. Registration is available on the Buffalo Jewish Federation website. Then we will be here at 7 for our regular Erev Shabbat service. Ballroom dancing will be this Thursday, the next class. No experience, no partner, no skills, no coordination needed for that. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out to the Rabbi Alex, Cantor Frank, Todd, Joanne, or myself. We are here for you. And please join us for the Oneg Shabbat. If you would like to sponsor an Oneg for an occasion or no occasion whatsoever, please contact Joanne. We are also, sad to say, wrapping up our art adoption event this evening. Tonight is the last night. So if you have not taken a piece of artwork home yet, please do so. Go look and see what's left. There's still good stuff there. And take something home and enjoy it. Thank you again, as always, for being part of this wonderful Shir Shalom family. Shabbat Shalom.
And one thing to add that Joanne doesn't even know about yet. We were at 3:30 on Sunday afternoon, this particular Sunday, we were going to have a skills workshop with Mike Kowal, who is an acting teacher and is going to be helping us with Purim this year with direction. And we have postponed that for like a time that's less busy. It's like everyone is scheduled from morning until night. So we're going to move that a few weeks. And we will get back to you with the date. But do not come here 3:30 on Sunday for acting skills and intro to improv. Thank you.
I think we're ready for Adon Olam.
I think so too.
Page 625, as we pray to the Master of the world. And we say, please God, keep us safe and not to be afraid.
So let's do this as a call and response. So it's when you do the call and response, it makes it a little longer. So tonight we're only going to do the first stanza and the last stanza. So when we get to those verses, we will do it call and response. So just watch me for your cues, and I want to hear you singing nice and loud. Here we go. But right now we're going to just sing the chorus. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra, Li'et Nasa, B'chefso Kol, Hazai Melech Shemo Nikra. Now we're going to do the second of the stanza. V'acharei, Kiklot HaKol,
Kiklot HaKol,
Levado Yimluk Nora, Vehu Haya,
Vehu Haya,
Vehu Hove,
Vehu Hove,
Vehu Yev Tifara,
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'terem Kol Yitzir
Last stanza. Biyado,
Biyado,
Afkid Ruchi,
Avkid Ruchi,
Bietishan Biyahira, Ve'im Ruchi,
Ve'im Ruchi,
Geviati,
Giviati,
Adonai Libelo Hira, Adonai Hashem Malach,
B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra,
V'ed Nasa, V'chetzo Kol, Azai Melech Shemo Nivra.
That's a really fun one.
Well, that's how, that was written by Salzim, and he always said, this is how you should do it in your congregations. But when you try to do all the stanzas, it just feels like it's going on and on and on, so.
That was one of Cantor's teachers. Right?
Yeah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. As you came in peace, may you leave in peace. Please return your prayer books minus the leaflet to the front and enjoy our oneg. Shabbat shalom.
Wonderful hearing Max tonight. I have stories to think of now.